Talk about the perfect timing, right? Right when I make my video about all the options for the Cincinnati Bengals at quarterback, then Adam Schefter posts at 11:35 a.m. Guess what? Reid Sinnett is signing with the Cincinnati Bengals. Practice squad. So not their active roster. This is just their practice squad. So what does this mean? Well, first off, this doesn't really change the fact that Reid Sinnett really kind of goes in the same category as every other player we list. I'm sorry, every other quarterback option we have listed. So yes, we could go with Jake Browning as immediate backup, right? Then we could go pick up Trevor Siemian if we wanted to. Or, again, Reid Sinnett, which is who we're signing to our practice squad. Now, Reid Sinnett falls into the category of, well, yes, he has played with us during the summer, which is what Adam says here, and that is true. He played barely any preseason. He played the last preseason game, and he only played, like half of it? So, there wasn't much that he played in preseason. He didn't really get any reps with our starters, though. So, he didn't get any reps with T. Higgins, with Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, Irv Smith. He didn't really get any reps with anyone on our team that is starting. That is going to be the biggest problem here, right? If we do have to end up going ahead and utilizing Reid Sinnett in any way. Also, he's never played in the NFL. He's never had any NFL experience, and that's really has been our biggest issue with Jake Browning, right? Is that if Jake Browning does go ahead and go in, our biggest problem is he doesn't have any NFL experience. That's why losing Will Grier today was such an awful scenario, was because it's like, okay, well, losing Will Grier means that, yeah, you guessed it, we have nobody on the roster other than Burrow who has NFL experience in the NFL or any type of, playtime with our number one receivers. Now, obviously, Trevor Siemian is an option, but he overthrows every single receiver. So I don't know if he's really an option for us or he's an option for the Rams. Might be an option for the Rams if we end up picking him up and going with him. The first comment is, practice squad is crazy. Why would you sign to the practice squad? Competitive advantage. That's pretty much that. If you sign him to the active roster, that lets the Rams know that he's going to be, that Burrow's probably not playing Monday night. That's 100% pretty much what you can infer, because if you make him an active roster personnel, then yeah, he's probably going to be the guy who, is on the, it's probably going to be the reason is because Joe won't be playing Monday night, and now you're going to have Jake Browning, and you need an immediate backup for Jake Browning. So that's why they signed him to the press squad and not the active roster. If they wanted to sign him to the active roster, then they would have to come out officially and say, hey guys, Joe's not playing Monday. Because why would you have him in there if you think Joe is playing or Joe is playing? So it's competitive advantage. That's why he signed to the active, to the practice squad, not the active roster. But again, like I said, I don't really think this is much of an option. If anything, and I hate to say this, I'd rather go Trevor Siemian than go Reid Sinnett. Now, Reid Sinnett has an XFL background, and he was actually pretty good in the XFL. He actually has a lot of potential in the XFL. This is not the XFL. Who we're going against Monday, number 99, Aaron Donald, he's better than any player in the NFL, in the XFL's history. Combined. Yeah, he's really that good. So, he's going to be going after our quarterback, this Monday night. That's why it's so dangerous to put in Joe Monday night, is because, trust me, Aaron Donald would love nothing more than to hurt Joe. And you might say, well, players don't want to hurt players. No, Donald likes to hurt players. It's very clear that he's very dirty of a human being. And he will hurt Joe just for the fact of hurting Joe. We saw him when we had a joint practice with the Rams a couple years ago. He took our helmets and started swinging them as weapons. If you go back to the 49ers Thursday night game versus the Rams, I think it was 4 years ago at this point, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, Jeremy Curley, he actually tried to pinch the back of the neck of Jeremy Curley. Now, keep in mind, Aaron Donald is a martial arts expert. He spends his offseason practicing martial arts. So he knows about the veins on your back of your neck that can kill you or maybe paralyze you or knock you out. And he tried to grab the back of the neck of Jeremy Curley. He failed, thankfully. And after he failed, he ended up slamming his helmet on the ground in frustration, breaking his helmet and getting thrown out of the game. And why did he do that, Jeremy Curley? Because Jeremy Curley got past him when he was trying to tackle him. So I 1000% believe that he would try to injure Joe. So again, if Joe does not play, then you got Reid Sinnett and then you got Jake Browning. Both of them not having NFL experience. And, you know, like I said in my other video, there's no happy ending here, right? There's no, oh, this is the solution or this is what we can go with. We really, at this point, are just grasping for straws. If Joe can't play, well, here's what we got, right? So, again, like I said, Reid Sinnett signing isn't really that big of a deal. But there's nothing else we can do. It's Friday afternoon right now. Anyone you sign / go for, even with the extra day, you're not going to be able to get them up to game speed for your team, for your playbook, for your offense, and, of course, get them up to game speed with your chemistry with the receivers. You're processing today, and that's it. So you're not going to be able to get someone here fast enough to get ready and be 100% ready for Monday. And if that's the case, right, then you're probably going with the system of Jake Browning as a quarterback and the backup is Reid Sinnett. That's pretty much all you can do. In this short notice, this short time period, there wasn't really any scenario that would have worked even if they'd done this early in the week. Maybe doing this early in the week, you have more time to kind of adjust and, you know, think about how you can kind of structure this. But at this point in time, if Joe can't play, that's what we're going to have to do. Now, will they do anything moving forward after this? Probably not. And again, like I said, another reason why they didn't do any of that, by the way, all that, you know, scenario I just talked about, was because Will Grier got signed by the Patriots today from our practice squad to their active roster. That's why, again, they didn't do any of this, you know, to begin the week. Is because in their heads, and I truly believe this, the Bengals thought, okay, listen, we'll go into Monday night, right? Joe won't play. We'll have Will Grier and Jake Browning. Jake Browning starts, but if Jake Browning looks bad, we put in Will Grier, and that's our system. And they probably had that idea throughout the whole entire week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We got it. Then Friday morning, Patriots, Bill Belichick, give me him. Now we're in OSH, right? Because, like, we need a backup quarterback to be the backup to Jake Browning. But at the same time, you know, we need someone who knows our offense. And they might have contacted Trevor Siemian. It's possible Trevor Siemian said no. You know, it's possible Trevor Siemian didn't want to do it. And again, it's another scenario also here. If they would have contacted Trevor Siemian, they're going to sign Reid Sinnett to the practice squad, right? They're going to activate him to the active roster probably on Sunday, right before the game on Monday. They can't do that. Well, they can do that with Trevor Siemian, but Trevor Siemian doesn't want to be in the practice squad. So Trevor Siemian's going to say, hey, no, Bengals. If you sign me, by the way, I want fully guaranteed 1-year contract, and I want to be on this team, right? And I'm pretty sure also there's a difference between Trevor Siemian and Reid Sinnett is Trevor Siemian is a veteran. So he gets a veteran guarantee if they sign him. While, you know, Reid Sinnett, it's not the case because obviously he's not really a veteran. He's never played in the NFL. So there's a whole bunch of other problems. So that's another reason why we probably didn't go Trevor Siemian and we're just going Reid Sinnett here is because he's like an optional option. But again, if we have to rely on Reid Sinnett, there's going to be a problem. Okay, so it is what it is, but we're right now between a rock and a hard place. Because, again, like I said, I fully believe the option was Will Grier and Jake Browning. And we were going to see Monday night how good Jake Browning looked. And if Jake Browning didn't look good, Will Grier was going to be the backup option. And now the Patriots said, nah, Uno reverse card. Let me take your backup option. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.